I would say be excited. That's what I would say. Be excited. 3 days to go. Trust the process. Anyway, less of that. Jesus Christ. We're back again. We're back again. Let's go. Press conference settings, baby. Trust the process. The process that's leading to our best defensive midfielder. Let me put some light in here. Let me shed some light on the equation. What have I done? I need to put that light on. That really ain't happening. What's going on here? That process is leading. Oh, there we go. That's better. That process is leading to our best defensive midfielder going to Atletico Madrid for a loan move with no obligation or option to buy at the end of it, and no Thomas Partey coming in exchange. Yay! Trust the process. Trust the process. But we are going to do this press conference, and Mikel Arteta did join me earlier on today. Do you know what? Oh God, it is roasted. Do you know what? I went to the supermarket today, and I left my yard, and I put jeans and a hoodie on because it was pissing down with rain a little bit. Yeah, and I got to the supermarket, done a little bit of food shop. I come out, and it was glorious sunshine. I'm fucking sweating. But El Toro Gunner is back again. We're going to go through this transcript with a fine tooth comb. And this young man, definitely a wig, 100% wig. But we're going to go through this with a fine tooth comb. The full transcript from the upcoming from the press conference for the upcoming game that we have on Sunday against a team that have scored 0 goals this season. We know that that's going to change on Sunday when they get their first goal of the season. Why don't you speak in Spanish? I probably should. I'm going to do a press conference in Spanish by the end of the season. How's that sound? I'm tweeting fully in Spanish now. But let's get into this. How pleased are you with the first 5 games of the season? He said, I think we've started very strongly in terms of results, as well as when we analysed the teams that we've already played. It was a big challenge. We've played Liverpool 3 times in the last 8 weeks or something. So to come out of that in the situation we are in at the moment is really good. But it's just a few games. And now the most difficult thing is to find the consistency every 3 days to keep performing, keep trying to get the good results. We are on that trail at the moment. On being unbeaten in 10 home games. There you go. I never knew that. We can create a fortress Emirates. I remember when Wenger, I think he only lost 1 game all season, didn't he? I think that was it Man United at the Emirates? I think it was Yes, it was Man United. That was when David De Gea turned into Spider-Man that night. We had about 45 shots to their 3, and they'd done us 3-1. Remember that game? I was at that game. It's going to be crucial for the future results at the end of the season, not just for results, but for as well the performance that we can inspire. What we can transmit at home. We want to play with that confidence at home where we have to be really resilient and dominate games to impose ourselves in those games. I think the game on Sunday is going to be a difficult one. It is going to be difficult, regardless of how poor they've been this season. It is going to be difficult. I watched Sheffield United's game already, and they deserve much more from those games. The way they play is tricky. I'm expecting a very difficult game. Do smash the likes up. I can't see any of your comments at the moment. But big up to everyone who is watching live. I do appreciate that. Make sure you smash the likes up. Your comments are hilarious. You know, are funny. First notification in over a month. Boom. Winning, baby. Hashtag winning. Let's move on. What has he made of Sheffield United's season? We'll swerve that. Sheffield United taking 4 points off us last season. I hope we can go on Sunday and grab 3 points because it's going to be really important for us before the international break. The differences are in both teams, and I think that you'll notice some changes in the structure. That key buzz phrase again, structure. We keep seeing that word pop up, don't we? Structure and players. It's a different game to the last season, but we know what we are trying to do and how difficult it will be. They have the necessity for points as well, and that will make the team even more ready for it. And then spoke about Bukayo Saka. He's always pushing. He's pushing in every training session. He's pushing in every game. The way he conducts himself. First of all, I'm delighted for him. I think he's completely deserves the chance to represent his country. Well done to him. He's been called up to England. He just needs to keep doing what he's doing and keep evolving. He was then asked about Houssem Aouar. I'm very confident in what we are trying to do internally. I am getting clarity and support from everybody at the club to try and improve the team if we can. But most importantly as well, to try and get the right balance in the squad for now and the way that we want to evolve the squad in the future. We're all very much aligned, but I'm afraid that I cannot give any updates or news. Normally, he dismisses such stories, so maybe there is something in that. I don't know. We shall find out. He was then asked about Lucas Torreira. I'll give you an update with any player when we've got an update to give. There's nothing concrete for any player. He was then asked about William Saliba. Obviously, we found out earlier on today that his mum died in May. And we're apparently going to be loaning him back to a team in France. That's not fully gone through yet. And Rugani from Juventus is also another defender that's linked to Rennes. So I'm not sure whether Saliba will be the guy that goes there or not, but we'll find out. The importance of the next few days in the transfer window. Well, we've wasted 11 weeks, 11 and a half weeks, in fact, we've wasted. And yeah, it's going well, isn't it? It's going really well. He said, yeah, I think it's a crucial moment because in the end, it defines the people, the players, the balance and the quality that you're going to have for the rest of the season. We need to make some decisions in the next 3 days. No shit, Sherlock. I think everyone has been delayed so much. Not just us. Well, it is just us. Us and Man United, Mikel. It is just us, mate. Over £1.1 billion has been spent, and we've spent 24 million of it. I think it's a bit mad, really, isn't it? Not just us, but probably every team, because the context, they do like these buzz phrases and words, don't they, that we are in at the moment. We will try and make the best possible decision at the end. Whatever we have, we will go for it fully convinced and prepared that we'll have a good season. There you go. Player morale, if sales are not made before the window, he says, I don't know. We try to manage the squad and communicate to the players. We just try to tell everybody their role and what we expect from them. The players have really good communication with myself, the coaching staff and the club as well, to put on the table how they are feeling, how they see themselves and what they are looking for in their careers. We just try to assess everything individually, but as well in a collective way. And a player that doesn't play is never happy, and I don't want them to be happy. I want them to try and earn their place, to try and change it. We have a lot of examples since I joined where players weren't featuring too much, they weren't playing a lot, and now they're playing regularly. Like Mohamed El Neni. I don't like the excuse saying there's a lot of competition. I don't get the chances. Take it the other way round. Work hard. Be involved. And when you have a chance, instead of talking off the pitch, just do it on the pitch, which is the best way. That's the most efficient way to talk. Well, that's all well and good, but talk is cheap, Mikel. Because, as we've seen, Bukayo Saka took his chance and he's been benched pretty much every game since. Same with Pepe. Scores against Brighton, benched. Granit Xhaka just doesn't seem to ever get benched, really, does he? It's kind of mad, but there we go. Thank you very much for your donation, Anthony. Appreciate that, mate. What's the process? Mate, no chance in a million years will that happen on here. No way. Thank you anyway. But not for me, mate. He can do what and say what he wants. I really ain't interested. And like I've said before, everyone's entitled to their opinion, man. You don't have to agree with it, which is so great because you can then have your own platform like this where I can have mine. And I can say whatever I want, baby. But thank you for that, mate. Appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who is watching. Nearly 550 people. Do smash the likes up. We're going to continue on. He was asked about Chris Wilder, about the job he did last season. I'm not going to read that. It's just going to be a kiss-ass fest. So what's the point? He's not going to sit there and say shit, is he? On the way he started analysing them, he said, I was told by someone that we have to look at them. And I always like to see the different trends, different ways of playing, formations, structures. There's that buzzword again, structure, patterns. And I was impressed with some of the things they were doing. It's also good to have this information. He was asked about Man City with the draw. We got drawn them in the cup again, obviously. I was enjoying winning after a really difficult match, being at Anfield twice. And after 5 minutes, we got the draw against Man City. We've had some tough opponents from day one, playing Leicester as well. But you have to go through the competition and play the big teams. This time we're going to be at home. We know the challenge we face, but we'll be prepared. On translating the cup form into the league, then we would be competing with Liverpool and City. It's easy to say. The hardest thing is to get consistency over 10 months, every 3 days at this level. That is what we have to do as quick as possible. On the fans backing him, he was asked, well, I'm glad to hear that they are excited. I would say be excited. And hopefully they are proud of how the players, Jesus Christ, proud of how the players in the club are trying to represent the team every time we play. Doesn't matter where. There is still a long way to go, in my opinion, but we're on the right path. And it is a good synergy. There's another buzzword between players. Club, fans is back on track. I think that's supposed to say every time. There's always a typo in these, isn't there? Every time. Literally every time there's a typo. Whoever writes these up, fix it. Very time I get messages. I get the feeling that they are very much on board. They are desperate to come back to the Emirates, and the players are as well. They're desperate to have the fans back and feel their support and connection again. That connection is vital to our success, and hopefully we can have them back in the stadium soon. It was asked about Mesut Ozil again. How many times have they asked him? Why don't they actually ask him the truth rather than just waffling? Why don't they say to him, stop bullshitting us, mate, and tell us exactly what the crack is? Because you played him for 10 games and now we ain't seen him for months. He said, it's not that I hate the transfer window. I think it's completely necessary. It's a big part of our industry. And I think a lot of people love, see another typo, love art because of trading. Can I have a job at Arsenal? Because I could write better than that. I am a fan as well. You want to see the players in your team. There is an excitement. I'd be excited. I have my kids playing all the time on their computer games. Just fuck this, man. What's that got to do with anything? And whether he'd be happy with the squad if no one else signed. I'm very happy because the way we are acting and the way we are approaching and doing the processes around the market, around the squad and the communication link that we have at the moment between myself, Edu, the board and the ownership is really good. And I'm really satisfied. And I know that we are all trying our best to improve the team and try and take the direction to achieve the goals that we want. After, to achieve it or not, sometimes in a deal, there are a lot of things happening and you have 3 or 4 parties that are all involved in it. But we're trying our best, promise you we are. And I'm really happy with the way this link and communication is flowing at the moment. Wow. Wow. If there would be no blame if we didn't sign someone, then it's because we can't do any more. Okay. We're trying our maximum, maximizing our resources with the full support from the owners. I think he's on a wind-up, isn't he? He's got to be. He's got to be on a wind-up. The full support from the owners. Okay. For what we are trying to achieve. It's just whether or not we can do it. Believe me, we will try our best. And we will be trying to give our players the best possible environment, the best possible coaching, and have them believing that they can achieve what we want to achieve. And it will all be with 1 player, 2 player more, or 2 players less. We will keep doing the same. He was then asked about whether Maitland-Niles and Mohamed El Neni are examples that the door's always open. Absolutely. Obviously, every individual player has a history at this football club. A player that is just coming through the academy in the first year is able to take a certain decisions, and in the second year becomes a little bit harder, and then the third year is demanding more and more. But it's always the balance of how much you are giving, how much you are willing to sacrifice and work in order to achieve your dream, that is to play for Arsenal Football Club. And I think we've had some really good examples with what's happened to Eddie, what happened with Ainsley, what's happening with Joe and Bakayu. And what happened with Dani Ceballos? And what happened with Rob Holding. Okay, he came back from injury, didn't he? So it's about that. These fucking answers are mad. It's about that. When I see a player really willing and really trying and really making their only emphasis to be a contribute to the team and try to raise the performance of himself and the collective side, they're going to have a chance. Well, explain to me then, Mr. Mikel, how Hector Bellerin gets in your starting 11s when you've blatantly admitted he's not even consistent in training then. Granit Xhaka captaining the side and whether he spoke with him. I didn't talk to Granit beforehand. I have to evaluate what happened since I joined. Obviously, I cannot deny the history, but I have to follow my gut feeling. He is a leader, and it's unquestionable. Well, it's not, because I'm questioning it. And he does it every day in training. He does it with the way he behaves himself. He does it with the way he competes for me. So it's a natural choice. I did tell everyone this at the start of the season, that he would be captain at some point this season. And there we go. He captained the side last night. But as I said, some of his answers are baffling. Real talk. Buzz phrases, buzzwords all the time. Structure, process, constant buzzwords. And it's mad, because then what happens is then that gets filtered down to the social media accounts of Arsenal. Then they put a tweet out, trust the process. Well, tell me what our process is, and I'll tell you whether I'm going to trust it. Simple as that. Until somebody can give me some level of clarity on what it is, I ain't trusting anything this lot say. Yeah, man stood there after Aston Villa and said he's got full support of the board, the owners, etc. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. He said it again in this press conference today, this morning. I've got full support of the board and the backing of the owner. We're sat here with 3 days to go, mate. 3 days to go of this transfer window. And we have signed Willian for free, Gabriel for 24 million, and Dani Ceballos on loan. Oh, my bad. We signed a goalkeeper that's never going to get a first-team game in the Premier League. That's the process then, yeah? Every single one of these crap players is still here. We've sold our best goalkeeper. In my opinion, he's our best goalkeeper. I'm not having it. I genuinely ain't. I'm not buying into any of this crap. Yeah, and I said it before, and I'll say it again. I said it before he even got the job. This guy is going to be a puppet for the board. Yeah, which is why I didn't want an ex-player as the manager. Which is why Jose didn't take the job. Jose said he got offered the job. He went for a meeting for the job and interview process, etc. And he didn't like the structure above him. He said that non-negotiable. There's another one. That's another buzz phrase, isn't it? Non-negotiable. But I'll tell you what is non-negotiable. Yeah, not doing the best for this football club when you sold us down the river 16 years ago. Yeah, to move to the Emirates to compete. We're 3 days from this window shutting, and it's laughable. It is absolutely laughable. And do you know what? I know Arsenal and Man United fans kind of have banter with each other and all that. I feel sorry for Man United fans as well. One of the biggest clubs in world football, if not the biggest, and they're getting sold down the river as well. It's embarrassing. Arsenal and Man United are massive global forces in football, and we've spent 60 million quid between us. It's a fucking shambles. Absolute shambles. Matt's fuming. Listen to this wet wipe. Put your, Matt, do me a favour, mate. Stick your email address in the comments. I'll send you the link and you can come on and tell me and educate me. Yeah, we'll get you on camera and you can have your say. What do you reckon? Let's see how much of a wet wipe you are now, Matt. Matt the Prat. Do make me laugh, these people. Run it in the chat. Let's see if you're the big man and come on. There's 830 people watching this, mate. Let's see if you're going to come on and educate us all. Because 99% of the people in the comments, mate, agree with everything I'm saying. So let's see if you can convince us all that I'm chatting rubbish. At the end of the day, we moved to this stadium to compete. We've not competed. We should have won the league in 08. Eduardo got a mad injury and that fucked us up a little bit. But if we'd had a better squad, we would have done that, wouldn't we? In 2016, and this is what makes me laugh with it. It's all about, oh, well, Champions League football. Champions League football, you can attract bigger players. There's no correlation between signing good players by getting Champions League football. There's no correlation between the two. Yeah, Chelsea signed N'Golo Kante, a Premier League winner. Matt obviously doesn't want to come in on the channel. I didn't think he would. Maybe Matt's a wet wipe. But he signed the a championship winner, a league winner, and N'Golo Kante. And Antonio Conte even. They went and won the league. Yeah. You know, Ibrahimovic signed for Man United in the Europa League. We signed Petr Cech when we got in to the Champions League last. Petr Cech. That was our only signing that summer, was Petr Cech. Why do you look at me? Yeah, no one was available. Well, they're not if you don't put a bid in. Then we go and win the FA Cup in 2017. And we're like, okay, maybe Wenger's still got it. Maybe. I still wanted him gone, but maybe he's still got something there. But I wasn't completely fooled by an FA Cup win, albeit we did beat Antonio Conte's all singing, all dancing Chelsea team. And they'd just won the league with record-breaking points. But that's why I'm not getting gassed this time around. It's all well and good beating Man City in the semi. We did it in 17. It's all well and good beating Chelsea in the final. We did it in 17. What has changed from 2017 when we beat Chelsea to 2020 when we beat Chelsea? Can somebody tell me what's changed apart from the manager and a couple of players? Yeah, what's changed? The mentality of the football club hasn't changed. The mentality of the fan base hasn't changed. The players are still the same losers that finish 5th, 6th, and 8th every season. So where's this confidence come from? Yeah, listen, Mikel Arteta's had a good start to his Arsenal career. That ain't even a debate. You've come in, you've won an FA Cup. Congratulations, well done. I don't think anyone thought we were going to win a trophy at the end of the season. I didn't, and I'm sure nobody else did. Yeah, so well done to him. Don't sit there and tell me after Aston Villa you have got full backing from the board. Don't sit there again today with 3 days of the window left and tell me you've got full backing of the board and the owner. Bollocks, you're a liar. You're lying. Yeah, because if you weren't lying, we would have had our business done weeks ago. Yeah, we would have shipped out all of this dross that has held us back for years. I ain't even worried about the players coming in. I don't even give a shit if we get Houssem Aouar or not. Genuinely couldn't care less. Yes, it'd be great. He's a great footballer. Yeah, I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of looking at Granit Xhaka. I'm sick of looking at Mohamed Elneny, Rob Holding, Kalazakrat, fucking Mustafi. You know, all these other dead ballers at this football club. Hector Bellerin, you know, another one. Rob Holding. You know, why don't we actually get rid of these players? We're getting rid of our best DM to Atletico Madrid for €4 million on loan with no obligation to buy him at the end of it. So he'll be back again in a year. Why are we doing that? Yeah. Why are we getting rid of him? What, we're keeping Mohamed Elneny? Fucking hell. This club, man. And people want to sit there and say that I'm a disgrace and I'm this and I'm that. You all fucking deserve Elneny, bruv. Yeah. Anyone who tells me that, you deserve Elneny, Mustafi and Xhaka in your teams. Trust me. Big up my guy. Go and subscribe to Daniel's channel. He's going to be doing a deadline day stream as well. So go and check him out. The Blind Gooner. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. The board is going to mug us off again. Daniel, same crap, different season, mate. Same crap, different season. Did Matt put his email address in the chat? I didn't think he would. Ancelotti is a proven manager. Huge mistake. Well, I did tell everyone. I was told he was a washed-up, finished manager, mate. Yeah, now look at him. Smacking it. Calvert-Lewin has got more hat-tricks in a week, yeah, than Lacazette has in his Arsenal career. It's mad. Absolutely mad. Are you related? Thank you both of you guys for that. Daniel and Doug. Thank you, mate. Are you related to Graham Potter? That's another thing I blame Wenger for. If he had never got us in the Europa League, no fucker would know who Graham Potter was. It's mad. Another world class, another world best. Exactly. This is the thing, right? People sit there and say, you're so disrespectful. No, I'm asking my football club to do what they told me they were going to do 16, 18 years ago when they told us we were moving to this stadium. I'm still waiting, mate. Yeah? So if you want to sit there and go, oh, Mikel's changed the process. He's changed the culture. There's a structure. If you're that much of a lemming, bruv, then cool. Go and do that. I ain't. I've been here, done it, seen it, worn the T-shirt, and we're still shit. So how about stick a bit of pressure on them? Tell them you're taking the piss. Said this earlier. Yeah, I said it earlier. Why are we trying to copy Liverpool's method, their process? They've won 1 league title in 30 years. I was 8. I had a better head of hair. I was 8 the last time they won a league. 8. Why aren't we copying Chelsea? That's the real team we should be copying. They're the most successful team in this country in the last 15 years. But no, let's wait another 4 years and we'll call it a process. Fuck your process. Simple as that. F your process. Evening to you, darling. I hope you're well. Good evening. Villarreal is doing better than he did at Arsenal. Is that not a process? He's a good manager. I don't care what anyone tells me. Yeah, that guy is a fucking good manager. Yeah, a really good manager. You did not win the Europa League 3 times in a row. Yeah, if you were not, or 3 times. Was it him that won it 3 times in a row? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, 3 times in a row. Yeah, you are not a shit manager if you win that competition 3 times in a row. Don't care what anyone tells me, especially when it's with Sevilla. Yeah, Sevilla are not the biggest team. They're not the most well-funded team. They have to take the scraps from some of the other Spanish teams. They're basically like West Ham of the Spanish league. Yeah, with all due respect to the West Ham fans watching this. But he went and won the Europa League with Sevilla 3 times in a row. That's mad. It's actually mad. And people just wanted to call him a terrorist. Yeah? Imagine if Unai Emery on Monday night dropped Gabriel to the bench to put Tierney at centre-back, to then put Maitland-Niles at left-back. And then play El Neni in centre-mid. People would want his head on a stick at the Emirates in the centre circle. But Arteta does it. Oh, it's a process. Is it? Fuck. Yeah, there is no process. This club has not got to Scooby-Doo what it is doing, apart from fleecing us and conning all of us. Well, I ain't having it. I've had it for 16 years. We moved here to compete. Start fucking competing. Yeah, just another train crush season coming up. This club is so lost and deluded. It's tragic, isn't it, Jez? It is tragic, mate. Especially when we've seen the old days, mate, the older days, the good times, the bad times. This is shocking what's happening. The fact that you used to be able to open your front door, bruv, and Highbury was just there. Yeah, now it's a fucking bunch of flats. It's fucking embarrassing what they've done to our football club. And people want to lap it up and tell me I'm a fucking joke. Nah, mate, not at all. Not at all. But there we go. Right, I'm going to do a couple more comments. I am going to be back at 9-ish, 9:30. I think Turkish might be coming on. I'm going to phone him and see if he's going to come on. Hang on. Let me have a look. I'll phone him in a minute and I'll see if I can get him on tonight, because it'd be interesting to see what he says as well. Big up, wifey. I didn't hang up on you. My battery died, by the way. It genuinely died. Didn't we re-sign Aubameyang? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I wonder what he's thinking about all this right now. Players down tools for Emery. Well, yeah, they did, and they'll down tools for Arteta when the going gets too tough. Europa League is Emery's level. It's also Arsenal's level, mate. It's also our level. Let's be real here. Yeah. The amount of people sitting online that used to call that guy a terrorist because he used to terrorize and like, it's just fucking embarrassing, mate. I fucking hate this fan base. Yeah, and it's no coincidence that our club is in the gutter when our fan base is in the gutter. Yeah, it's sad. I said this today. You're a representation. Your football club is a representation of your fan base. That's why Chelsea are successful. Yeah, because they demand better from the club. Their fans demand better. They ain't taking no shit. Lampard will be sacked by the end of the season, trust me. Yeah, and he is their all-time top goal scorer, one of the best players they've ever had, if not the best player they've ever had. Yeah, and they will sack him just like that. No qualms about it. Sack. This geezer ain't even a legend. Yeah, he ain't even a legend. And people are sitting there saying, oh, give him 4 years to finish the process. By which time there's another process. Like, I'm bored of it, mate. I'm bored of it. Start delivering. Start saying as it is. Stop sitting there saying the ball are backing you. You're lying. Lies. Even if we go and get Houssem Aouar, I'm sorry, I'm not excited. That ain't enough for me. Yeah, we need another midfielder. Partey's the one. Even if we get Thomas Partey and Aouar, guess what? It still ain't enough. We need a right back who can cross and throw a ball. Yeah, we need another striker because that one we've got, yes, he scored 3 and 3. Well done. Not good enough to win us a title. Yeah, sorry, not good enough. Yeah, we need another left back to back up Tierney. We possibly need another midfielder as well, if I'm honest. We need about 5 players. So if we come out of this window with only 1 more instead of 5 more, sorry, they ain't backed you, have they, mate? But people who say he has been backed if we go and get a 60 million quid footballer, I just don't get it. I genuinely don't get it. There we go. Big up my guy Jason. Happy Friday, bro. Get the Stellas open. Get the Stellas open. The process started in 06. It did. The decline started in 06, real quick. In fact, it actually started. In 05 because we started shipping out players, didn't we? From the Invincible season. Yeah, I think 2 years later, I think the whole team had been ripped apart pretty much, hadn't it? And that is a massive issue. He's your Machetta, your... I can't even say that, brother. I ain't even had a drink yet. Listen, I'm going to do 3 more and I'm bouncing. Smash the likes up. I will be back at 9:30-ish around that time. Like I said, I'm going to try and get Turkish on if I can. I know he's live with rants, a lot of you were saying. Your comments are going mad quick, you know. Big up Laurie. Yes, he is. 100%, mate. 110% rightly. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Listen, I just say what I think, mate, yeah? And I'm sick and tired of constantly having to wait for my club to do what it told me it was doing 18 years ago. In fact, it was more than 18 years. 18 years ago, they came out with a statement and said, we have great news. I think it was Peter Hillwood, yeah? Come out, great news, and he's standing there with his statement. We have secured funding from Barclays Bank to move to Ashburton Grove. This is the first steps in us being able to compete with Europe's elite teams. Fuck off. 18 years, mate, you told me that. 18 years. I know he's past and long gone now, bless him, yeah? But, I have listened to that fuck Gazidis telling me it. I am now listening to trust the process, fuck your process, start delivering on what you told me that you were knocking Highbury down for. It's a disgrace. This club is done. Yeah, it is finished. It is nothing like the club we all started supporting. Yeah, it's a joke. It's a fucking disgrace. And we're sitting there being told we've got to wait another 4 years to compete for a title when Leicester got Ranieri in and won it in 1 season. Jog on, mate. Yeah, jog on. Everybody out. You can get out as well. Leicester fan. Listen, I'm gone, man. I'm going. I've got my hot pot, my slow cooker. I've got that on, making another chili tonight. So that's in there. And it's starting to smell real nice as well. And I'll be back again at 9 o'clock, man. About 9:30. Oh, one more thing before I go, very quickly. This is how you do business. Liverpool. Ryan Brewster has not played a single Premier League game. He's not scored a single Premier League goal, obviously. £25 million Liverpool just sold him for. How the fuck have they done that? And we're letting our best goalkeeper waltz off up to Aston Villa for £16 million. You man are mad about back the process. Fuck your process. I'm gone, man. Love. Laters, peeps.